Well, good evening, and thanks for joining us here on News 20 on GTN. We've got a great show for you here tonight. Joining me to my right, we have Bill Young, the CEO of the Annie Malone Children and Family Service Center. Had you on last month to talk about everything about Annie Malone. We're going to focus in now on the parade. You were about 60 days in last time we had you on. Now you're about 90 days. Any less juggling of balls in the air or stress?
Well, the stress is, stress is only what it makes you, but there are a lot of things going on. Not only for the parade, but we're doing some other expansion plans. So it's been exciting, real exciting.
So we're getting really close now here to the May Day weekend, the parade and the soiree and everything else that goes along with it. Let's talk a little bit about it. How you feel more comfortable with it now that it's almost to that point of no return? It's on the doorstep.
It's on the doorstep. All the preliminary things have been, the I's have been dotted, the T's have been crossed. We've had great cooperation from all of our civil service people, the city, all the licensing. The police department has been just wonderful in making sure that we're going to have a great, safe parade on May the 17th, starting at 1 o'clock on Market Street.
You talk about all those permits and all the other stuff. I don't think a lot of people understand how much actually goes into an event, one-day event like this.
Oh, it's massive. It's massive. There was some preliminary planning, but the last 60 days we've been concentrating, making sure that everything is in order. I mean, we've got about 105 participants that are coming. This year it's going to be a different tenor than it has been in the past. We've got 17 marching units with bands that we've not had that before for a long while. We've got a lot of dignitaries that are going to be in the parade. This is the 105th annual May Day parade. So that tradition has a lot of responsibility. So we have food booths, information booths. We have a lot of great things. It's going to be a great family day. And the parade is going to be a very joyous parade. Our marshal, our Grand Marshal, is Captain Ron Johnson from the Highway Patrol, a very deserving individual who's not only being recognized here at Annie Malone for his work in Ferguson and throughout the community, but he's gotten a lot of national recognition because of the great work that he's done. So he's a fitting person for the Grand Marshal spot for the parade.
Let's take a step back and talk about the dates of everything that weekend. They can get their pen and paper. We'll give it to you throughout the show, so don't worry about missing it. But let's start with that right now.
Okay. Well, we just completed our annual ice cream social last Saturday at our facility on Page. It was a beautiful day. We had over 350 parents and children, pony rides, bouncy houses. It was just absolutely marvelous. Thanks to you, we had great weather, and we're counting. So our next event, which is May the 17th, starting on 20th and Market at 1 p.m., that's a Sunday, will be the beginning of our 105th rendition of the May Day Parade. So it started in 1910. A lot of people think that the Bud Billiken Parade in Chicago, which is the largest African American parade, but it started in 1937. Ours started in 1910. So we're the longest running African American parade in the United States.
Now, for anybody just hearing, I'm sure they haven't just heard about this, but for this year, is it too late to get in the parade, or is it just now time to come out and spectate?
We're in the last few seconds. The last deadline is the 11th, which is next Monday, for all entries. But as far as participation, we want everybody to show up on May the 17th at 1 o'clock.
And for people who are coming down, any rules and regulations about bringing food or coolers, of course sunscreen and all that good stuff?
All those things. Well, we will have food booths, so there's not, you can purchase food and all that. We'll have a lot of organizations that have informational booths about different services that are available in the community that will help them. It's going to be a safe day. There's not going to be any problems. We're covered with all our safety features. Everybody will be participating, so it'll be a great, safe day.
Let's jump back and talk a little bit about what we talked about on the past show when you're on, for anybody who maybe missed that show. Let's talk about the service center itself in terms of its history, how it got to where it is today, and then we'll talk about you.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know whether you want to talk about me or not. But Annie Malone was started in 1888 as the home for colored orphans. We're not in that business anymore. It's quite fun to tell people what we do because they have the old adage of what we used to do as an orphanage, but we haven't done that in years and years. But we are really a safety net organization that provides a lot of services for the community. We have a short-term crisis program for people that we get referrals from police department, just emergency, that we can hold children for 24 hours until some kind of resolution can be made. We get referrals from the children's division, from the courts, that we do a longer term care program for children. We get a lot of child abuse. We've had a lot of children addicted to drugs. I mean, babies, 1 month, 2 month olds that are transitioning out until there can be a permanent solution for their situation. We have the Emerson Academy, which is a therapeutic school that channels children from kindergarten through high school, 12th grade. And these are children that have both physical and mental challenges that don't fit within the school system. We work with St. Louis Public Schools to help those children and give them therapy to make them better persons to be able to go back into the system. Then we have a transitional living program for young women from 16 to 21 to help them as they mature. These are young ladies that come out of the foster care center, they're homeless, a full therapeutic system to allow them to learn life skills, keeping them in school to help them transition to being productive citizens. And then lastly, free to the public, we offer a parenting program to assist parents to learn the skills that they might not have and to help them provide a good, wholesome environment for their families and their children. So we do a lot of stuff.
And that just kind of touches the subject as a whole. I was going to say, if you're interested in finding out everything that they do, visit the website, or you can go back and watch our last show that we did, which is on video on demand on the website, and you can see the whole half hour that we talked about the center in depth from top to bottom. As far as yourself, talk about your background. I know new as the CEO, about 90 days in, and what amazes me over the past 20 years of working with Annie Malone is that the commitment level from the CEO to anybody who's involved in the organization, there's so much passion.
Yeah, well, I've kind of was tapped by the board to kind of come and turn the ship into a different direction. My background is in finance and investments. I've been worked for major firms. I had my own firm that had managed pension fund assets for a number of years. And when asked, after a quick assessment, I said, of course I would come. The institution of Annie Malone has to continue to exist. The history of Annie Malone is a history that needs to be broadcast over the whole country. She was a very unique creature of God that was very philanthropic, and her mission in her business has come over to what the mission of Annie Malone is. The staff is wonderful. They are so committed. When you have a 2-month-old little boy that we had last week, and you see them caring for them, cuddling, feeding, making sure that everything is okay. Our older children that come in that need counseling with a homework and things of this nature, and you see the staff sitting down and they're committed to making sure that things are going the right way. It's heartwarming, and that kind of is the fuel that has kind of kept me going for the next 90 days and has started my brain to think about greater things that Annie Malone can do.
One major thing you try to encourage people in life to do is help somebody else. You guys help not only one, not 100, but hundreds of thousands through all the years and in the future. How does it make you feel to make that big of a mark in this community?
The legacy of Annie Malone is permeated throughout this city. Back to the residential services that we used to offer, there are many people that have been very successful in this city who come up and tell me, I'm an alum of Annie Malone, and they have taken that heritage and spread the word. You never know how you can touch people. 2 days ago, was sitting in the office, a young couple came in to make a small donation just because they heard about what we do for a living. That was so heartwarming, and those are the kinds of things that kind of keep me getting up in the morning and keeping me motivated and keeping me thinking about things that we need to do. Number one, to tell the Annie Malone story, because a lot of people still think that we're an orphanage, to tell about the different services that we provide, and to look at new services that we can continue to expand to help those who need us the most in the St. Louis community.
And as Bill's talking about, you can always go to the Annie Malone website, which has been on the screen throughout the show, or visit our website and watch the previous show that we did a full half hour on this. But as we wrap up, I want to talk about the parade and the weekend again. Let's give all the details, when, where, and how they can be part of it.
Okay. If you want to be a parade participant, you have until May the 11th is the deadline for new entries. We've got about 105 units that are going to be in the parade, so it's going to be a pretty big parade. The parade starts Sunday, May the 17th at 1 p.m., starts at 20th and Market Street and goes straight downtown. It's going to be a wonderful parade. A lot of new people that haven't been in the parade in a long time. It's going to be fun, and you guarantee me that the weather's going to be great.
I'm trying my best. I was going to tell you the same thing. That's your job to guarantee the weather. It was good for the ice cream social.
Absolutely.
So, of course, it's got to be good. You usually have good weather on this day. You know, historically, every year, it's pretty good.
Well, the Lord kind of watches over us. It parts the clouds, and we have a bright, sunny day. It's going to be a great, safe environment for our community. We want families to come. That's what Annie Malone is all about, is servicing families and children, and we want the kids to come out and have a great time.
We've got about a minute and a half left here. This could probably be a 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute question, but what do you see for the next 90 days, 90 years, 9 years, yourself and your leadership at Annie Malone?
Well, we're working on a project right now to expand our services, especially in the educational area. We've got some exciting opportunities, not only in the city of St. Louis, but even looking out further into the county, where we know there's need for those special needs children that need that kind of care and therapy. It's a real strong point that we have, and our crisis program will continue to grow also.
Sounds good. Bill, thanks so much. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Great seeing you again. As we mentioned, that parade is just around the corner. We hope to see you out there. It's going to be beautiful weather. Bill promises us that. All right. Once again, Bill Young, the CEO of the Annie Malone Children and Family Service Center. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you at the parade, and have a good evening.